Let the church say amen. Amen. Let the church say amen again. Let the church say amen one more time. Amen. Look at your neighbor and say, and I need you to say it from your diaphragm. Sit up tall. Come on. I know it's Monday morning. Soon about to start. Y'all like, what did this song about Jesus? Have y'all seen Girls Trip yet? Yes. That's your assignment tonight. That gets y'all excited about this story. If you haven't had a Girls Trip this Sunday, kind of, okay. Anyway, look at your neighbor and say, teachers' lives matter. Teachers' lives matter. I want to extract a word that Brother Harris and Mrs. Harris used in their presentation, because I believe a lot of times we get so caught up in for the lack of a better word, the grind of the school year, that we really forget the fundamental purpose as to why we're here. And I hope, and I'm going to say this parenthetically as I present to you my presentation, I'm going to say this parenthetically, I hope no one is in here because of a paycheck that gets direct deposited in your account every 2 weeks. Amen. My bad, corporate life. And I said that because you are, I'm saying this in parentheses as well, you are underpaid, undervalued, and underappreciated. So therefore, your reason for being here has to be deeper than what a lot of us give you credit for. You have a call. To steal a word from the theological realm, you have a call. Let me hear y'all say, I have a call. And that calling is part of my presentation this morning. And I want to use a word from Mr. and Mrs. Harris. You are an influencer. And my main thought today is teachers' lives matter. You are an influencer. I talked to the preschoolers at Wiregrass a few weeks ago. One of the things I talked to them about was the fact that every child that sits in your classroom, that is your customer. Let me hear 3 amen. Amen. You are an influencer. You are a hope dealer. I need 3 shouts on that one. Let me hear somebody say, I'm a hope dealer. Y'all, please excuse me. I'm still on the high from yesterday. Your boy preached yesterday. Y'all, excuse me. Hold on, man. I don't want the hope to come out because I'm in a secular setting. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let me hear 5 folks say, I'm a hope dealer. Believe it or not, and I'm going to swerve for a quick second. Believe it or not, our children are dealing with grown folks' problems. Amen. And then some of us in here, you have the nerve to get out of your car and walk in here with an attitude, and you wonder sometimes why we need to mediate, because your classroom is a reflection of your attitude. Amen. Let me tell you this, when you stand in front of those children, you're the thermostat. Every woman in here, in your house, you are the thermostat for the climate in your home. Come on, Dr. Sam. Look at your neighbors. I'm a thermostat. If there's hell in your home, you're the witness. Can I be the witness? Okay, I'm back. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm a thermostat. Every man in here, what my men for? Every man in here, we can wake up mad, ticked off, aggravated because our chicken got burnt last night. Folks look at us, the dog and the cockroaches. What's wrong with you? But you let mama wake up with an attitude. Everybody comes to attention. Because I'm teaching my sons and they are hearing this through the grapevine. Happy wife, happy life.
Amen.
I need 5 amen.
I'm a two-time loser, Dr. Sam.
We need an altar call. We need an altar call. I need oh, I need That's my wingman right there. Everybody sit up tall. And I need you to say with some, I am an influencer.
I am an influencer.
And let that marinate for 15 seconds. I don't have a lot of time. And since I'm a life coach also, I have to say things that really are going to hit home. And it doesn't need to be a whole lot of words. But I pride myself on saying things that really make impact because my background, I'm an engineer and I work at a nuclear facility. So that's a whole lot of energy in a little bit of space. And so I like my words to be nuclear. Let me hear you say nuclear.
Nuclear.
You're an influence. You're a leader. That's just not Dr. Fleming's or your assistant principal's responsibility. Her job is to make sure you guys are motivated. She's not standing in front of your children teaching. What are the teachers? Raise your hand if you're a teacher. I need to hear you say again, I am an influencer.
I am an influencer.
That's a big word in social media space. Now, Brother Larry said he's not on social media, but social media is my life. I was in Kansas City this weekend. I went to Vegas, had to stop by Kansas City and talk to some women Saturday morning, get on a flight, go to Orlando, get back here. I had to preach yesterday, I had to be here today. I was going to kind of take off and not get here till late last night or early this morning. And Miss Women said, the devil is a lie. You're going to be at Grandview Monday morning. I don't care how you do it. And you see, she's an influencer. Who is? Love you, Mama. Okay? And so I get, my luggage got to Kansas City before I did the car post. Bless her heart. There was somebody on my flight that took up 2 seats. Bless her heart. And that standby life is something else. Amen. Hallelujah. Glory. So my flight got pushed. So I didn't get to Kansas City till like 11:30 Friday night. And so Southwest had my baggage in the baggage claim area. And I went in there. They have my bags right here. And the 3 people in there was like, Dr. Sims, we have your bag waiting on you. And I did an Instagram video. And I gave them a shout out. Southwest Air follows me on social media. I gave them a shout out. And Southwest said, thank you, Dr. Sims, for giving our employees a shout out because we want to make sure our customers know that they are important to us. And I went outside to hashtag everything and put that note on social media. Melissa runs out and says, Dr. Sims, I follow you on social media. Caught me off guard. I'm like, wait a minute, say that again. I follow you. She went to Facebook and see, that's your page, the Dr. Paul Sims show. I'm like, shut the front door. So you are an influencer. Because I believe one day when we sit in the celestial auditorium, and regardless of what your faith may be, there's someone bigger than all of us. I need 3 amens.
Amen.
I don't know who you calling. I don't know what name you want to give him, but one day this entity is going to pull us into the celestial auditorium. And he's not going to say, well said. What is he going to say? That's what you want to hear, right? And every day you wake up and you come here and stand before your children, I want the little question to resonate in your spirit. Am I making a difference? What blew me away one Sunday is a little 5-year-old girl ran up to me, and she's 20 plus now, and I saw her several days ago, and she said, Dr. Sim, I've been following you and in love with you since I was 5 years old. You talk about making a grown man cry. She said, Dr. Sim, your first sermon, she was 5 years old and came up to me and said, Dr. Sim, I love your son. I don't care if a grown person say amen behind my son. I don't care. If a child can understand. In my favorite book, this same entity said, suffer little children to come unto me. For such is the kingdom of heaven. And some of y'all, bless your heart, and like Brother Harry said, all of y'all are awesome. Look at your name and say, you awesome. Because you were here. You awesome because you were here. And that child's life. Making sure homework done, feed them, bathe them, put them in the bed. That might be a couple of hours. And then in those 2 hours, they're so busy making sure everything is done, they're not having quality time with that child. Their attitude is, I can't wait till y'all go to sleep. Do you need something on a grill or robots? So that really, technically, them children in your room are technically more your child than the parent child. The mom and dad is just the vehicle they got here. Come on, somebody. You really their mom and dad. And if that was bad English, I apologize for the English teacher. You really their mom and dad. Let me hear 5 amen. I bet y'all never really thought about it like that, huh? You're their mom and dad, and they look up to you because I remember as a first grader, and this is 45 years ago, my first grade teacher, Mrs. Morgan, at the end of every day, she lined us up, and I was so excited for the end of the day to come. She lined us up, hugged us, and kissed us on the jaw. I remember that. I'm 51 years old now. That's 45 years ago, and Lord knows she's probably no longer with us, but she made that much impact on my life. I'm going to let that settle for you, with you. So when you come in that classroom and you have an attitude called you having a bad day, really? Really? What if that child didn't eat last night or this morning? What if that child got beat? What if that child got molested? And they are just hoping when they get to you, they can have a good 8-hour day. And I don't mean to go there, but you just don't. I said a few minutes ago, those children are going through something. Some of the stuff they go through, I mean, I didn't know really about that. I'm in my 20s. A lot of our children, they're having a hard time. Tell your neighbor, stay woke. Stay woke. My younger crowd understands where that song comes from. Stay woke. Because trouble is creeping. You are making a difference in somebody's life. You know, and how many minutes I got, Miss Flynn? How many more minutes I got?
I wasn't timing you, sir.
Okay, all right. You get a picture. You give me free reign. All right, break it out. I'm just playing. You know, a lot of us don't ask this said entity what our purpose is, because a lot of times we want the calling that's real sexy. You know, we want to be in front of thousands of people. We might want to be president of the United States, Lord have mercy. We may want to be a movie star. We may want to be a model. We may want to be 1,000 other things. Because at the end of the day, we want somebody to know who we are. But there's no greater role than you can have than shaping the life of a man or a woman. Because that's what these little people out there, just men and women in training. If you let me swear one more time, one of my clients a couple of years ago was talking to me and just beside herself about her daughter. And she said, I don't know what to do with that child. She's driving me crazy. I said, time out. I said, guess what? What? I said, now, you are investing in yourself with me, and you have written a check to have me work with you, right? Yes. I said, okay, let's come up 100 feet. Your daughter is a WIT. What's that, Dr. Simmons? A woman in training. Quit trying to rationalize with her and speak to her heart. Amen. Because what does a woman really want to do is to be heard, know she's appreciated, valuable, loved, beautiful, and all that stuff. I said, speak to her heart. And women, please don't throw me out again and ask Brother Sister Fleming never to have me in here. You can't rationalize with a woman. I need 5 amen. And it took me a couple of minutes to figure this out of 26 years of marriage. You cannot reason with a woman, and I'm instilling this in my sons. And maybe that's where you need some help just figuring out. And you can call me, I'll work with you, and I'll give you a discount. Okay? You cannot rationalize with women. And can all the women agree with me that when someone is affected with you, they didn't speak to your head, they spoke to your heart?
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Y'all gonna say amen? I won't put this on Instagram that you agree with me that y'all are not irrational. But Dr. Sim, I ain't look at it like that. But you are irrational. We cannot speak to your head. We have to speak to your heart. Because when God created you, he pulled you from outside. And one of the reasons he pulled you from a rib and took a rib from outside because y'all are close to the heart. I need an amen. Amen. So a woman is motivated emotionally and by love. And when I broke it down like this to my client, she got quiet and said, Dr. Sims, I forgot that. Hung the phone up, did this with her daughter. Talk next week, Dr. Sims, that changed our relationship. So don't go in that classroom thinking you the big bad wolf. Mm-hmm. Those are your clients. And you are making a difference. They look up to you. You change the climate in that classroom. So you don't need mediation. Mm-hmm. Amen? Amen. And all that's real important because like I said, our children, they're going to get it because they're children. But you make it work. Again, you're the thermostat. You're the influencer. Sit up tall. And I need to hear you say, I can make a difference. I can. No, say that like you mean. You saying it like, but I can make a difference. Stand up. Yeah, stand up. Stand up. And you slide a little bit over on the block. You can't. Not that way. And I may put y'all on my TV show because I want to hold everybody up and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to take a picture of everybody in a second. But I need you to say loud from your gut, from your diaphragm. I want you to bring it from your pinky toe. I need to hear you say, I make a difference. I make a difference. That's still not loud enough. Act like you don't want $30 million. Let me hear you say, I make a difference. I make a difference. Throw your hand up in the air. Put up the number 1 and say, I make a difference. Repeat after me. Miss Fleming. Miss Corbin. This year is going to be the best year. Grandview ever had. Now look at your neighbor. Get you an accountability partner real quick. Get a neighbor. Find somebody you like. Pair up with somebody. Pair will get an accountability partner and look at them and know them and say, hey, I'm your accountability partner. Dr. Sims is deputizing me to make sure you keep your ish together. Dr. Sims Was that all right?
That was all right.
All right, I need everybody to huddle up back here. I need to take a group picture. Go to everybody online. Say, go teachers. Everybody back up right here. I'm gonna go into the. I'm gonna go up on the platform so I can get a good view and take a picture of y'all. And I need y'all to say, Dr. Sam, you can't post this on Facebook.
You cannot.
I can't. I can't put y'all up.
I have to be out.
Oh.